Winter is here, and if you haven't already done this, you need to start thinking about it. Winterizing your house is a great way to stay ahead of the bad weather and protect your investment. Last winter in Southwest Washington, we had a few crazy low temperature days, so it's really important to get your house ready before that bad weather hits. Lots of people moving to Southwest Washington, you're coming here because you want to live somewhere that has like more of a moderate climate, which is very much true. We do have a more of a moderate climate, but every winter we get some spells of not moderate weather, and you want to be prepared. For example, last winter we had like this crazy ice storm, and I was living at the bottom of a hill, and it was like just a sheet of ice coming down the hill, and we were stuck. We were stuck for a good like 3 days, and those kids, they loved it. They were outside, we were not sledding in snow. It was like an ice skating rink. So it got very cold for a couple of days, froze over, ice storm, we were stuck. So that all happens, and then it thaws and it goes away. So it's not like that's a constant thing in Southwest Washington. It is temporary, but you want to be prepared for it, and you got to get your house ready for it too. Thank you for watching. I make a new video every week on life and real estate here in Southwest Washington. I was raised in Camas. I have spent most of my life in Clark County, and I love helping others learn about this area. I have been selling homes in the Vancouver area for over 9 years now, and I'm making a new video every week. If you like my videos, take a quick moment to subscribe and turn the bell on for notifications so you don't miss a video. And let's be real, I'm not making videos on this channel for very unselfish reasons. I am a local real estate broker, and I would love to help you relocate to this area. So give me a call or shoot me an email to connect if you are thinking about making a move to Vancouver. I make a new video every week, so hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so that you don't miss a video. While Southwest Washington does not get a ton of snow accumulation, we get freezing temperatures overnight pretty often. It's important to protect your house and protect your investment. Your first step for winterizing your home should be to disconnect hoses and insulate the hose bibs outside. If you can turn off the water to those hose bibs from inside your house, you can drain the water from the pipe and then take another step to prevent damage. If you have access to your water pipes in a basement or a crawl space, that's where you should find the water shut off. You can also insulate those pipes with pipe wrap as an added precaution against freezing. Also, for outside, winterize your sprinkler system by shutting off the water supply before freezing temperatures arrive. And you can also drain the pipes to prevent them from freezing. I will say that sprinkler blowouts are not really a thing in Southwest Washington and other colder climates. You would have your landscaper come over at the end of summer, so or fall, right? I think October, and then again in April or May. And so they would blow out the sprinklers in the fall, so there's no water in there, so you're not going to ruin your system. And then they turn it back on in the spring. We don't worry about that really in Southwest Washington, but it is a good idea to make sure the system is off and to drain the pipes to prevent them from freezing. If it is snowing or really low freezing temperatures, if those are coming, you can leave your faucets dripping just a little to prevent those pipes from freezing, because moving water, it has a harder time freezing, obviously, than just water sitting there. Winter also means rain in the Pacific Northwest. I think you probably knew that. You should clean your gutters and get your roof inspected for leaks. If you recently purchased your home, your roof should have been inspected with the home inspection. Missing shingles or clogged gutters could leave your house vulnerable to damage during the winter weather months. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about some maintenance things to do in a little bit. Last winter, we had some very, very, very cold days. And if you heat your home with a heat pump, you need to make sure it is still running smoothly. You don't want your furnace to break on the coldest day of the year, because it's going to take forever to get someone out to look at it. Schedule your furnace or heating system to be serviced now, and then replace your furnace filter to keep everything working well. If you heat your home with a fireplace, you got to make sure to schedule an annual chimney cleaning before you build your first fire of the season. They're going to clean out any built up creosote in the chimney and any animal stuff that might have moved in since last winter. Just get rid of all of that so that you're safe with your fire. And lastly, check out the weather stripping on your doors. It gets worn down over time, and it can really help with air leakage to get new weather stripping. If replacing it's not hard at all. You just peel it off and then you place it easily. They're like pre-glued up. So while you're at it, check your door sweeps as well. These are going to keep your doors weather tight and keep that drafty cold air outside where you want it. So this is also a good time to do some general upkeep on your home. You can replace smoke detector batteries if they are not hardwired. Check on your attic insulation, flush your water heater. These are important to keep up on, so work them into your seasonal tasks. I'll also mention one that's not very popular, which is pests. If there are mice in your area, they are going to find a way into your home during the winter. So it's a good idea to check your crawl space for evidence of rodent activity and set traps or seal off entry points as needed. This is not uncommon. This is not a disaster. Just stay ahead of it. Another reason to pop your head down into your crawl space is for water intrusion. Last winter, I sold a house in Orchards, and when my buyer had the home inspection done, the inspector opened up the crawl space hatch to find 6 inches of standing water. Like, you opened it and looked down and it was just like a little lake down there. So I had never seen so much water in a crawl space, and those poor sellers, they had bought during the summer a few years prior, and they bought it all looked good. They never looked down there again. So obviously repairs had to be done before my buyer closed, which included a sump pump being installed. On the same note, it's a good idea to check your attic after a heavy rain for any water intrusion. Finding out early in the season that you have a roof leak can prevent unnecessary damage and early correction. If you have water coming into your attic and you're heating your house and then you have all this moisture up there, that's going to lead to mold. You also don't want that. Leave me a comment below if you need any recommendations for local companies to winterize your house or repair work. I have a huge vendor list of people I've worked with. Or if you have a business that does these services in Southwest Washington, I would love to hear from you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.